turn on my dust blower 500. But you can see there is quite a gap in there. Don't ask me how that gets filled. I'm just the worker. But, you know, that's what they say. You know, hindsight is 20/20, or you'll always know what the answer is after you fail. So that's why I like to fail sometimes, is because I get better answers that way. So one of my favorite materials to work with when it comes to metal fabrication is bed frames. I love them because they're free.
This brings us to part 4.
400-year worth.
I think I should have done this in the first place, but, you know, I'm just guessing at this stuff here, you know. So this is the trunk. It was the trunk, okay? And I cut it up so that I could get the
On the keyhole.
spot where the key goes in. I got that out, and I took this extra weight off, and got rid of this. Now I'm down to just this, because I want to reincorporate this without too much fabrication. So yeah, now that I'm looking at this situation, I wish I would have mounted this up onto here like that, and then try to connect it, you know, make it all one piece. But, you know, that's what they say. You know, hindsight is 20/20, or you'll always know what the answer is after you fail. That's why I like to fail sometimes, is because I get better answers that way. So, and there's no real map to this stuff. It's just, you just gotta just go for it, and you know, when things come out right, then you can celebrate. When they come out wrong, then you get back to work. So anyways, that's where we're at with this. I'm gonna try to see if I can't integrate this, but I'm probably gonna have to get rid of this work I've already done on here with these supports. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so now that I got these self-tappers in where I can fit them in, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to run more fiberglass on here and try to get it so it's all one piece, with the ability to detach the detach the taillights here. So that's what we're trying to get accomplished, and that's where we're at. I tried to protect this hole by putting a bolt there, but I should have just fiberglassed over it and drilled a hole like I did on this one. I think that would have been a lot easier. Now I gotta pick this out. There we go. See if there's any more oops ups. Yeah, we got another one. Got a hole covered up over here. Yeah, we'll just drill that out from the other side. And over here again. Alright. Let's flip it over. As you can see, we got more mistakes over here. The resin dripped onto the plywood, the OSB. Yeah, you just gotta be careful. This stuff is real sticky. Alright, let's try this. What the heck? Who ordered this gap? Huh? Who ordered this gap here? This was not here when I left it yesterday.
Nice order. Up top.
Ugh. That's frustrating because literally I had this clamped. How did it move? Well, something's not right here. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Oh wait, it's me. In order for me to get a nice arch on the spoiler...
Excuse me, spoiler alert!
What I did is I measured the length from here to here. It's about 40 inches. And then from there, put this straight. And from there, I went about 24 inches, okay? And I put a nail right here, about 24 inches away. So it's just a little bit over half. Then I took a marker pen and I just took my extension cord and I just drew my line. I'm going to cut that out now. One of the things to keep in mind when you're working in this very dusty environment is how to get the dust blown away. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on my dust blower 500. There, that'll work. Since I've decided to use these hinges, I need to make the hinge sit in the same spot here and here. Somehow I gotta flatten this surface, or at the very least I need to make a pad here and a pad here for these to sit on, so that when you look down, the hinge will be straight across. However many degrees it is from here to here, I need that to be parallel with this hinge and that hinge. So yeah, it looks rougher in person, so we'll smooth this out. Alright, I got this real nice and smooth here. So my plan here is to take this, used to be a Macy's display, and somebody paid $50. I can't believe it, but I got it for free. So I'm going to use this as my square. I'm going to attach this to here and here, and that will give us, square hinges. So that's what we're looking to do, but you can see there is quite a gap in there. Don't ask me how that gets filled. I'm just the worker. Alright, so I got this ratchet strap here, pushing on the bottom to try to keep it level here. I got this ratchet strap pulling to just try to keep this, try to keep this body line as straight as I can, because this body line, I'll fix that later. This side's doing alright. Still kind of kicking out at the bottom here, but I can't have everything right. So here's the deal up here. The crown of the topper is here, where I put it together instead of the center. Brilliant, right? So what I'm thinking, I'm gonna use some vice grips. I'm just gonna try to clamp it down, and hopefully, You can see there's just enough flex that if I... The problem is with this situation that I'm gonna do is that when I push down, it pushes it out here and pushes it out here. So that's, you know, putting a lot of stress on this because fiberglass doesn't like to flex a lot. You know, it likes to just sit where it is and stay there. So we're going to try it anyways and hope for the best. So here we go. What I got going on here is I don't really have any solid point that's square on this topper here. So what I'm going to try to do is I put this ratchet strap in here as forward as I could, and then I rolled the window up on it so I can take my tape measure here and see where, put it there. I can look at, well, we're about there. See what we are on the other side. I think that's just about where I want it. 68 3/4. This side again. Look at that, 68 3/4. That's what we want. Went and I screwed this underneath onto here, and then I screwed it to here. Then I ran a bolt through here, and I ran a bolt and a big washer there because that's our seam, and another bolt and another bolt, and a self-tapper there. So she really buttoned down real good. There was definitely cracking going on, and I won't deny that. But that's why I doubled up these this square tubing here, so I could you know, give it a little more strength. And we'll just and then I'll put this on top. That way I can cover up the hinge. All right, let's see what happens next. All right, well, you can see here that this being screwed down here, we have a issue. I was, you know, like everything else, it was on my to-do list to strengthen this up, but I didn't do it soon enough, so we're gonna have to reinforce this and then screw it down. So to do that, I'm gonna undo this side and start over. I figured I'd bring you in on some of my shenanigans here with this topper situation. So with the hatch, the problem I'm having is that this is too flat. I need more V shape for it to fit right. So what I got going on here is I have the ratchet strap wrapped around and then around, and I put this 4x4 here to give me added strength as I'm putting pressure on, and then we wrap around here, of course, and then I pull it together tight here. Now, obviously, the tighter I make it, the more it wants to go down. It's not really doing its job. So, I grab a secondary ratchet strap. I bring it around. I actually hook it onto itself here. Okay? Now, I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. Alright, now from this angle, hopefully you'll be able to see this kind of pull up together. There we go. Now snap, crackle, and pop. There. This is what it looks like on the other side of it. Alright. I have this in the position I want it. So now I'm going to secure it. I actually ended up taking part of a queen bed here, and I ground off the rivets, and I formed up a piece here, and I want this to go through this plate, this metal, and this metal. So I'm going to get all of that structure. And the way I was able to do that is I put this channel lock in behind this metal over here, and then I use the vice grip to hold it in place. So I had the channel locks like this. I had the channel locks like this. I had the vice grip like this, holding the handle right where I wanted it. Because otherwise, if I went to drill that in, it would just push the metal away from itself. So I needed something to hold it back for me. So that's good and strong. It's always important to remember when you're drilling anything, you need the correct speed and feed always makes a big difference on how well you're going to be able to cut through material.
And we'll be right back with American Healthcare.
Until something else breaks, we'll see you later.